Hey guys, Tony Bahu, Exit New Door Realty, and welcome to Ask a Realtor. Bender will join us in a bit. He is writing up a contract for one of his clients as we speak. It is a hot market, so of course we say get the job done, whatever it takes. But we start at 10 o'clock every Thursday, and we are starting now. This week on Ask a Realtor, we're going to talk about top 7 tips when you have a home to sell and you have a family member with 4 legs. So top tips to selling your house with a pet. And I've got 4 pets, so I really am interested in this subject. And also a couple of different things. Sunday is national. We're doing it because Sunday is National Pet Day. So we're going to celebrate all our pets this Sunday coming up. And then yesterday, as a fun fact, one of the things we're asking is yesterday was National Beer Day. What was your first beer and what is your favorite beer now? And when Bender joins us, we'll do that. But we were going to talk about 7 tips to sell your home if you have a pet. And when Bender joins us, we'll get into that because he's got a couple of furry friends as well. But the number one thing on the list, depending on how you rank them, is talk to your veterinarian. When you're moving a pet, it causes stress on them. They're used to that home, especially if they've been there for a while. And when you uproot them, it is very tough, especially when you have people who are strangers coming in and out of your house. A couple of other things is, maybe possibly temporarily relocating them or finding a sitter for your furry friends, whether it's a relative that's close by, a pet. If you can crate them up for a couple of days on a weekend, take them to get them groomed, do whatever it takes so you can have the house vacant of pets. Another option, obviously, is one of the tips is to declutter and make sure all the pets' smells and pictures are out of the house. Basically, you want it to be a clean slate when someone comes over to your house so that they don't think there is a preconceived notion that, oh, there's a cat here, I see the cat litter, or I see a dog bed. It's automatically going to smell. And all right, Bender's there.
Howdy.
Howdy, buddy.
How you been?
Good, brother. Did you get it done?
Yeah, getting it done. Just sent a contract offer out. So busy morning already. It's
good.
It's now 10 o'clock. So
there you go.
Trying to get
it's a Thursday.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Well, I started a little quick without you. We're going to go over the 7 tips for selling your house if you have a pet, and you've got 2 pets.
I do. And then, my house gets a little stinky sometimes. So
right. Well, we don't mention that part. It smells like lovely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It smells like. And then and then yesterday was National Beer Day. Right. And so we're going to talk about what was your first beer that you had, and then what is your favorite beer now. But we're on the topic of the 7 tips because Sunday is National Pet Day, and that's why I kind of came up with this bad boy. So a couple of them we went over is talk to your veterinarian first because, trauma for Fido or my 4 dogs, What are your dogs' names again?
Lucy, she's the Border Collie, and Gabby is the Rat Terrier. She's the instigator.
Right.
She's the smaller one of the 2, obviously, and she's the instigator.
Right.
Always calls her. Yeah.
Now, you've moved a couple of times with them, right?
I have, yes.
Yeah. So, how did you handle it when you were in Austin? When you moved back to Mississippi?
Okay, yeah. So I had Lucy in Austin. And here was the bad part about Lucy. She was a puppy when we got her. So she liked to chew the baseboards up.
Right.
Like to chew up and down the door frames. Okay.
Right.
And it looked like dang termites got in there. So I said to myself, boy, it's going to be tough to sell, man. when I'm going to have to come out of pocket when I got lucky. The person that bought my house in Austin was a contractor. He said, "Oh, no big deal. I'll fix that contract."
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, and baseboards are actually not that hard to fix if you take them out, repair them,
Right.
and then repaint them. I mean, you could DIY, you could do that one yourself.
Not this guy, but there are people that can.
There are people that can. So that's the fourth tip on any one of these 7 tips is repair any damage. You know, we love our pets, but they're still animals and they have pet damage. Like I've got a cat upstairs. This cat followed us home and he's got little clawy things. He likes to claw at the carpet. So that carpet's going to get replaced at some point when and if we sell that house.
Right.
Because he's got little claws and stuff. So, but talk to your vet is number 1.
Yeah.
And it's because when you did Lucy have a lot of trauma when she was leaving?
Probably.
A little bit.
Yeah, she probably had a little pet anxiety. Yeah.
Exactly.
What do you do about
And so, you either medicate them up or take them out or set them up especially during showings. Either you crate them or you send them to the pet pooch place, to get groomed or whatever, get them out of the house.
I got lucky. That was going to be a chore because I had Lucy. I can't remember. I think I had Gabby at the time too. And that was going to be a chore because I worked like an hour away.
Right.
See my house, I couldn't come all the way back.
Right.
Had to crate them or figure something out. A neighbor come over or something with the pets. It can be a hindrance.
Yeah.
That joker sold before it even went on the market.
Right. So you got lucky. Well, you were in a hot market in Austin at the Round Rock at the time, so not surprising. But if you're doing multiple showings, particularly, in this market that we're in, I've seen pets put in a laundry room. I've seen them put out back, when it's not too hot outside. That's not a bad idea. Of course, then you can't see the backyard sometimes because they get loose or whatever the case may be. I always just recommend, see if you can board them up for a couple of days, especially if you have a property that is going to go relatively quickly, within a week. Board them for a couple of days during showings, and then maybe a family friend or a neighbor can watch them for you while you're doing those showings. And then really limit the schedule of when showings can happen, so the dogs are not in and out, and it's not causing you too much pain, or you're canceling people. I've had people cancel. I can't get the dog out, so you can't see the house. Well, I can't sell the house if I can't see it. So it's one of those types of things. This one's a biggie, and you talk about stinking, is remove pet odors and stains.
Yes.
So I've gone into houses, I'm sure you have too, and there's a pet because you can smell, they've had an accident somewhere, they try to disguise it, or they go overboard with these good smelling stuff.
Right.
I mean, how many candles can we light up in this house?
You're like, what's wrong with this place with so many candles?
Right.
But you're so right. And as a pet owner, you can get nose blind to the dog smell.
Absolutely.
So you may have somebody else come in that's not a pet owner to take a whiff around before you put it on the market. Once you kind of, I guess, de-stank the house, I guess, lack of a better word. Yeah.
Right. Change your air filters. I would change it beforehand. Even if, you can, to help clean it out. And then, do a deep clean the week before or the week of your first showings. And if you can get them out of the house, it should smell nice and it shouldn't be a hindrance on anyone. So clean your yard. I've had to walk around, let's pick up some stuff. I mean, it's not really that hard. Mow it, use it as fertilizer, but don't make me walk through a whole bunch of poop.
I got a fun story, a quick one about that. I had some clients, and I'm glad it happened to my client and not me, because this kind of stuff usually happens to me. But we were out in the backyard and there were landmines everywhere.
Right.
Stepped in one.
Did you?
No, not me. The client.
Oh.
And I said to him, man, I'm glad it happened to you and not me. That stuff usually happens to me.
Right.
He stepped in a landmine. So it's just pick that stuff up or something.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to step in anything, so don't let anybody else step in anything. And then, erase signs of your pet from potential owners. a lot of people have pets these days, especially coming out of the pandemic. Pet ownership actually went up, but just in case they aren't pet lovers, you want to make it as sterile as humanly possible. So just like you take your family pictures down and you declutter that way, take the same thing down with pets. I mean, we've got these new paintings of our 4 dogs. And I'm like, all right, I guess we'll take these off the wall because they're huge. I mean, did you have 4 dogs? Do you have 4 dogs? So anyway, it's one of those things.
Is it an oil painting with them sitting around the poker table?
Yeah, well, there are 4 different ones, but that would have been a good one if we actually got that done. That would have been a good one. So, anyways, that's basically it. So, talk to a vet, make sure they're okay. If you can find a center, relocate them during showings. Remove all pictures or family photos with the pets, so it doesn't give an air that you have like a kennel there. Remove any stains, clean up your yard, and then fix any damage. And I think you should be good to go on that.
Yeah, that all makes sense, buddy.
Yeah. Just like you would do with anything else, make it look good, and the house should sell. Now, in your case, if it's a really hot market, people overlook a lot of things. Let's not make them look over every little thing, just in case. But all right, now let's get to the fun thing. And that is, what was your first beer?
Oh,
Do you remember?
I do.
Not the age. I mean, let's keep it like 21 or 18 if if it was legal back then.
My first beer at 21 was, I guess it was a Michelob. I think I had an older cousin that gave me a Michelob.
Okay.
I just turned 21, and it was my birthday. He handed me a Michelob. And I thought it was
nasty.
I thought it was nasty. I like it now, but I drink just about anything now. But Michelob was my first beer. What about you?
Well, I was in college, Keystone. Remember that? That you can get the beer face, the bitter beer face, or whatever. And they were like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They were at a convenience store, Circle K or whatever.
It was like a 4-beer.
I think they were like $2.99 like a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Or like maybe $1.99. It was like cheap beer, and that's what you got. You're like, what's the cheapest beer I can buy? Okay, well, that's that Keystone Light. Okay, that sounds like water. You're drinking water, basically.
Yeah.
So
Keystone Light. You ever get into the Beast, Milwaukee's Best?
Yeah, Milwaukee's Beast, it was always a good one. And then Texas had one when I used to go visit my friends back in Houston during the college days. It wasn't Shiner, but what was Lone Star. Lone Star.
That's water.
Yes.
Classic. It's a classic beer. I had some not too long ago, some Lone Star when I was down there last. But Shiner's good too, though.
Shiner's good. Nice little town outside of, I guess that's near San Antonio, right out there.
Yeah.
Yep. So what's your favorite beer now?
Man, I think I like Peroni. You ever had Peroni?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A little Italian
beer, yeah. And then Stella. Stella's probably
You are a foreign. I knew you come as just down to earth, but you're getting kind of highfalutin. You're all highfalutin.
And I was going to say I don't drink much beer anymore because I'm trying to lose some goo.
Right.
So I switched over. If I want a nice adult beverage, I'll do like a vodka water. I mean, less calories, less everything, less than a beer. But I do like kind of the upper end beers, but back in the day, every day was National Beer Day for me. But
I hear you. Cindy says hi. Good morning, Cindy. Our one fan that we have. She probably had a Lone Star or two. But look at our new banners that we have. Look, I discovered things on StreamYard. I don't know if you can see any of that stuff. So my favorite beer is a buddy of mine developed it, and a client, I guess, combined Colson's beer. So it's a local beer here in town. So you can't get it everywhere, but it's brewed on the coast, and it's distributed around here. It's a real nice tasting beer. And I do like a good Yingling and a Stella at the same time. So those are my favorites. But
I got but I got to have a little extra money for that.
Which one?
The Stella. You got to have.
Yes. Well, you're bringing. If this contract happens, you're going to take me out for a Stella, right?
Stella, then yes.
Yeah. Good luck on that.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, we got. So if you want to contact us, we got these new little banners coming across. If you're looking at any homes, ilovemississippihomes.com. You can call us at 601-488-3948. Or what's your cell phone number? Give it out again.
769-257-1007 or buyfrombender.com. You can check
That's right.
A lot of great homes on that website too. You can check out.
Absolutely. Even though the inventory is still low, there are some still great buys. You just got to jump on them quick when they happen.
Yes, indeed. You are
correct. All right, brother.
All right.
Till next week, we will see you later. It's Ask a Realtor. Talk to you guys later. Peace out. Bye.